Hello, you lovely people. Today, we are going to cook something really special. It's a dish that looks posh, but is so easy to make. I'm talking about a beautiful, juicy pork tenderloin. This cut of meat is absolutely fantastic for a quick weeknight dinner or a special Sunday lunch. It's tender, it's lean, and it cooks super fast, which is a massive bonus when you're busy. We are going to make it together step by step. No stress, no fuss, just brilliant food that you and your family will absolutely love. Let's get cooking. Pork tenderloin is a brilliant choice for so many reasons. First off, it's a very lean piece of meat. That means it's healthier than some other cuts of pork. But don't you worry, lean doesn't mean dry. I'm going to show you a simple trick to keep it incredibly moist and full of flavor. It's also a really versatile cut. You can roast it, grill it, or pan fry it. It takes on flavors like a dream, so whatever herbs and spices you have in your cupboard will work beautifully. It's a proper champion in the kitchen, I tell you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Cooking a big piece of meat can seem a bit scary. You worry about undercooking it, or even worse, overcooking it until it's tough as old boots. But I promise you, this recipe is foolproof. We are going to break it down into 5 dead simple steps. It's all about a little bit of prep, a hot pan, and a short time in the oven. You will feel like a total kitchen hero when you pull this gorgeous golden brown tenderloin out of the oven. It's a real showstopper, folks. The best part about this dish is how quickly it all comes together. From start to finish, you can have this amazing meal on the table in under 30 minutes. That's less time than it takes to watch your favorite TV show. It's perfect for those evenings when you want something delicious without spending hours in the kitchen. So, roll up your sleeves, put your apron on, and get ready to create some magic. This juicy pork tenderloin is going to become a new favorite in your home. I guarantee it. Paka! Right then, our first step is choosing the right piece of meat. This is super important. When you're at the butcher or the supermarket, look for a pork tenderloin that has a nice pale pink color. It should look fresh and feel firm when you give it a little poke. Try to pick one that is about the same thickness all the way along. This helps it cook more evenly, so you won't have one end that's dry and another that's still a bit raw. A good tenderloin is usually about 1 to 1.5 pounds, which is perfect for feeding a small family. Once you've got your beautiful pork tenderloin home, let's move on to step 2, the seasoning. This is where we inject all that lovely flavor. We're keeping it simple but delicious. All you need is a bit of olive oil, some sea salt, freshly ground black pepper, and maybe some dried herbs. I love using a bit of dried thyme or rosemary. You could even add a pinch of garlic powder if you're a garlic fan like me. The key is not to be shy. We want to create a fantastic crust on the outside of the meat. Now, let's get that pork ready for the pan. Take your tenderloin out of the fridge about 20 minutes before you want to cook it. Letting it come to room temperature helps it cook more evenly. Pat it dry with a paper towel. This is crucial for getting a good sear. Then drizzle it with a good lug of olive oil. Use your hands to rub the oil all over the meat. It's a messy job, but it's the best way to do it. Get it all coated, every nook and cranny. This will help all our lovely seasonings stick to the pork. After it's oiled up, it's time for the spices. Sprinkle the salt, pepper, and your chosen herbs generously all over the pork. Don't just season the top, remember to get the sides and the bottom too. Roll the tenderloin in the seasoning on your chopping board to make sure it's completely covered. This coating of herbs and spices is going to create the most incredible, flavorful crust when we cook it. It will smell absolutely amazing, and it's the secret to a truly tasty piece of pork. Happy days! Okay, let's get to the fun part. Step 3 is all about searing. Searing is what gives the pork that beautiful golden brown crust and locks in all the juices. You'll need a good heavy pan that can go from the stovetop straight into the oven. A cast iron skillet is perfect for this. Put your pan on the hob over a medium-high heat and add another little drizzle of olive oil. You want the pan to be properly hot before the meat goes in. You should hear a lovely sizzle as soon as the pork hits the pan. That's the sound of flavor being made. Carefully place your seasoned tenderloin into the hot pan. Don't move it around too much at first. We want to let it sit and develop that gorgeous crust. Sear it for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Use a pair of tongs to turn it gently. You're looking for a deep golden brown color all over. Make sure you sear all the sides, even the little ends. This step is so important because it creates a seal that keeps the inside of the pork incredibly tender and moist while it roasts in the oven. It's a simple trick with a massive payoff. Once your pork is beautifully seared on all sides, it's time for step 4, roasting. This is where the magic really happens. The oven is going to do all the hard work for you. Make sure your oven is preheated to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. This nice high heat will cook the pork quickly so it stays lovely and juicy. If you used an oven-safe pan, you can just pop the whole thing straight into the hot oven. If not, just transfer the seared pork to a small roasting tray. Easy peasy. Roast the tenderloin in the preheated oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. The exact time will depend on the thickness of your pork. This short cooking time is all it needs. We are aiming for pork that is cooked through but still has a hint of pink in the very center. This means it will be perfectly tender and not at all dry. The best way to know for sure when it's done is to use a meat thermometer. It's a great little gadget to have in your kitchen. It takes all the guesswork out of cooking meat. Now for the most important step of all, step 5, resting the meat. I cannot stress this enough, lovely people. You must let your pork rest after it comes out of the oven. If you slice into it straight away, all those gorgeous juices that we worked so hard to keep inside will run out all over your cutting board. That would be a proper tragedy. Resting allows the juices to settle back into the meat, making every single slice incredibly moist and flavorful. It's the secret to a perfect roast every single time. So, carefully take the pan or tray out of the oven. Use your tongs to move the pork tenderloin from the pan to a clean cutting board. Now, cover it loosely with a piece of aluminum foil. This will keep it warm while it rests. You need to let it rest for at least 5 to 10 minutes. I know it's tempting to cut into it right away because it smells so good, but please be patient. This little wait is what separates a good cook from a great cook. Use this time to finish up any side dishes or to set the table. Once the pork has had its little nap, it's time to slice and serve. Use a nice, sharp knife to cut the tenderloin into thick slices, about ½ an inch to an inch thick. As you slice, you should see that the pork is perfectly cooked. It should be beautifully white on the outside, with just a lovely faint blush of pink in the middle. The juices should stay in the meat, not on the board. This is what we've been working towards. Arrange the slices on a platter and get ready for everyone to be seriously impressed. For a final tip, think about how you want to serve this brilliant dish. It's fantastic with some creamy mashed potatoes and simple steamed green beans. A bit of applesauce on the side is a classic pairing and always a winner. You could also serve it with a fresh crunchy salad for a lighter meal. The leftovers, if you have any, make the most amazing sandwiches the next day. Just look at that, a stunning, delicious meal made in no time at all. You've done it? Get in. Enjoy your food.